even in the one-to-one delivery, because it is just you and them, guess what? It's going to look a little different for everybody inherently. Why? Because everyone inherently is different. Now, about 80% of it is going to be pretty much the same, give or take. But that other 20%, that's where that customization comes in, right? And you're able to wrap the program around them. One offer, one way, all the way to 100K. Welcome back to the Charyse Williams Show. I'm so excited that you guys have tuned in to listen to this or watch this episode today. And this is something that I'm very, very, extremely passionate about. Really having one offer, right? One program, whatever it is, one program or one offer that you're delivering in one way, and you roll with that all the way until you hit 100K, right? The 100K mark. Now, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because it's such a simple strategy, particularly, simple period, but particularly or even more so if you are brand new in the holistic health coaching space or in the functional medicine space, okay? And so, because what I find is when you have a lot of offers initially, again, for those of you who are new, for those of you who are seasoned and maybe have been here for a while, definitely diversification. Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of diversification, right? Many of you know I have tons of programs at this point in my journey. However, when I started with one offer that I delivered one way, and I literally ran with that all the way till I hit 100K, which was within 9 months. Okay. And so here's the thing. It allows you to gain mastery quick. When I say quick, I mean quick, because you're only focused, you're laser focused. You're only focusing on one thing. Now, let me just share with you top three reasons, that I definitely recommend having one offer. And many of you guys know my story. Like when I first started full force with my holistic health coaching business, I had one offer. That was it. One-to-one coaching, one-to-one holistic health coaching. My offer was when I first started, it was a 3-month program, and I quickly shifted that to like a 6-month program. And then it ended up being a 12-month program. And it's still to this day a 12-month program. My core offer is a 12-month program. It's a one-to-one 12-month program. Okay. Again, that allowed me to hit 100K in 9 months. Then the very next year, I opened up my group coaching program, a group holistic health coaching program. So I maxed out my one-on-one spots, right? And for everybody, that's going to look slightly different based on, what your time availability is, what your life is like. If you have little ones, that may or may not, be ideal for you. But here's the beautiful thing. This is your business. You get to create it in a way that feels aligned for you and your goals and your vision for yourself and for your family. Okay. And so year 2, so we talked about year 1, year 2, I ran with my one-to-one coaching and as well as my group coaching. And that allowed us that took us to the 300K mark in year 2. Now, again, many of you guys know, I still do one-to-one, like high-level one-to-one work. That's my Quantum Leap experience program. I have group coaching in my holistic health business, as well as the Prosperous Practitioner program. You guys are very familiar with the Prosperous Practitioner program. So that's the group coaching. And so I think I have 3 group coaching programs. In fact, I have standalone programs, right? I have Transcendence, my Conscious Sales program, which really helps you to master enrollments into your holistic health coaching without feeling salesy or anything like that, right? I have masterminds. We have the mastermind with the Process Practitioner program. I have digital courses, speaking engagements. So again, I'm all for diversification. I think it's necessary, and I think it's quite fun, to be honest. However, when you're starting out, pick one. And I know, but there's so many things I want to do. I know, I get it. But guess what? When you're scattered and divided, when your attention is scattered and divided, your results end up being scattered and divided. But when you zone in, like really lock in on that one offer, you soar so much quickly. I've seen it time and time again, not just with myself, but also with my clients. Okay. And so what this allows you to do when you're focusing on just one core offer, it allows you to get really crystal clear on your marketing and your messaging more specifically. Okay. When you have one offer, your messaging stays consistent. Again, it stays clear. You are clear on who you're speaking to, your ideal client, and they are clear that you are the solution for them. Okay. And they are clear that what you have to offer is for them. Why? Because you're offering one thing and you're crystal clear on what that thing is. The other thing too is that it's great for referrals, because even if someone, let's say, that's following you on social media or wherever, they may not be your ideal client, but if they are crystal clear on what it is that you do and what it is that you offer, they now can become a referral source for you. You guys, that's powerful. But if you're all scattered and people don't really know what you do and what outcomes they can expect to get, they don't know who to refer you, or they're hesitant to refer people to you because they are quite sure themselves. All right. The other thing is that when you have one offer that you are locked in on, it allows for really simplification, right? So simplification in your enrollment conversations, simplification in your client delivery. So how you're actually delivering the program, right? You're not having to juggle different offers. You're not having to, when you're on the phone, whether you do your enrollment conversations on the phone or whether they're in person with you, you're not having to kind of jump around, juggle offers, trying to switch gears like, oh, what program is this? And how much is this? What's the investment for this? Which one should I offer her or him? No, you've got one. Simple, easy breezy. Let's keep it, what's the KISS? Keep it simple, sweetie. Absolutely. Again, going back to, and I've seen this happen a lot, unfortunately, when you have multiple programs, and then what ends up happening is you start creating like these little offshoots, and every single offer, every single program or offer that you have, it's kind of bespoke, and which that's a lot to keep track of. You're working with this person in this way for this length of time at this, investment. You're working with this person in a totally different way. It's a lot. It is a lot. And you never, you've heard the saying, jack of all trades, master of none. That's what ends up happening. Again, if you're further along in business, not a problem. You probably already have started to diversify. But when you're new, do yourself a favor and keep it simple. Keep it simple, right? Also, when you have one offer, it allows you to really refine and streamline your enrollment process, because again, you get really proficient and efficient at articulating what your program is, who it's best for, what are the expected outcomes, how it's delivered, like all the things. Again, you're not having to keep track of, oh, I have to say this for this program, and I have to say this for this program because this program has this, but this one doesn't. All of that, right? So you get to really streamline. It allows you to really streamline your sales conversations or your enrollment conversations. Again, whether they're on the phone, on Zoom, in person, whatever the case may be, and you start to really gain a level of mastery. It doesn't feel awkward. Because you're just flowing, because this is what you've been talking about all the time. Think about it. If you talk about one thing the same way all the time, you get really, really good at explaining it, and really, at explaining it. Okay. And so what this allows too, again, going back to simplification, sales enrollment call or sales process is easier, right? You end up attracting the perfect fit patients or clients. Okay. They have a better client experience. They get amazing outcomes. Guess what? That leads to a higher retention, right? Maybe you put them on a maintenance program, and it leads to referrals. We love referrals. Okay. And so when I talk about just mastery, it allows you to grow faster, and allows you to hone in on all the things that are required to really get your business set up foundationally, like a strong foundation, so that you can now scale. Now, you might be thinking, well, gosh, it's going to take me forever to get to 100K. It doesn't have to. If that is your belief, then absolutely, it will take you forever to get to 100K. If you say, you know what, and this really goes back to how you're scheduling how you are crafting or creating your offer, what your offer is, right? So when I first started meeting with my clients, initially when I launched my holistic health coaching program, I met with them every week. I soon discovered that I'm like, I don't think we need to meet every week. Like, we were just kind of making up stuff to talk about in the time that we had. So I met with them every week for an hour. And initially, we did need that time to kind of get into the flow and to truly understand what all was going on with them health-wise and all the things. But after a while, we kind of get into a rhythm. And so we scaled back. And so initially it was every week for an hour. Then it went to every 3 weeks, three sessions a month. for 30 minutes because really that's all they needed. Now, if we needed some more time, okay, we had some flexibility there. But after a while, again, depending on how you work with your clients, again, but see, I would not have come to that conclusion that I didn't need all that time. Remember, I was new trying to figure it out. So I'm really giving you guys like a shortcut here. I didn't know that I would need all that time. Had I been jumping around from offer to offer, program to program, it would have taken me a lot longer to really realize that. But after working with several clients, in succession, and I'm like, we actually don't need all this time. That's what having one offer allows you to really identify pretty early on. You can make those tweaks along the way, right? And so it prevents you from having to reinvent the wheel. You get really good at enrolling clients into the program. You get really good at delivering clients into that one program or that one offer, that one service, okay? And it's that sheer repetition. And just like anything, the more you repeat something, guess what? The better you get. The better you get at it. That's why you're able to hit 100K, or should be able to hit 100K relatively quickly with confidence. And now the best part is now you have data, right? You've worked with however many people, depending again how your program was structured and priced and all that. Now you have data, and now you get to see, okay, you know what? In week 3, every time I work with someone, by the time we get to week 3, XYZ is happening. Either, they start to lose focus, or they start to hit a roadblock or a mental block or whatever. But you have the data, and now guess what? Now you can create a group program and have all that beautiful data, take all that beautiful data into consideration as you are building out and developing out your group program, okay? Again, you can do it how you want to do it, but this is my recommendation. At the end of the day, it's your business. However, simplicity, just remember, simplicity, okay? Some people have this thought that, you know what, and you may have been thinking that's the reason why I'm bringing it up. You might be thinking, okay, well, if I only have one offer, what if that one offer is not what that particular patient or client needs, right? So it comes from a place of you're thinking, maybe I'll miss out. Maybe I'll miss out on someone because I offer this. Well, this goes back to making sure that your offer is so irresistible and so comprehensive that it's almost a no-brainer. It's almost a no-brainer. Okay, this is something that we work on when I work with my clients one-on-one, but also what we work on inside the Prosperous Practitioner program. Okay, and so other people, they might think, or you might be thinking, what if I burn out, or what if I don't want things to get stagnant or stale? Guess what? Here's the thing, and I get it, but this is one thing you want to consider, particularly if you're working one-to-one. Although you have a structured program, even in the one-to-one delivery, because it is just you and them, guess what? It's going to look a little different for everybody inherently. Why? Because everyone inherently is different. Now, about 80% of it is going to be pretty much the same, give or take. But that other 20%, that's where that customization comes in, right? And you're able to wrap the program around them, okay? And so, and remember, you can always pivot. You can always pivot, okay? So it doesn't have to always look the same way. It doesn't always have to look the same way. Okay, so and I think when you really think about it, it really boils down to really having a scarcity mindset. Like, if I only offer this, what about people who don't want this? What if they want? Listen, when you get crystal clear in your messaging, you are attracting people who want exactly what you have to offer. Okay, now once you get to the 100K mark, right? And this is something, once you get to the 100K mark, now you want to start diversifying. So if you started out with one-to-one, now you're going to add in the group coaching. Another reason why I definitely recommend starting with one-to-one instead of group is because when you're looking at filling up a group, and let's just say a group is at least 3, right? At least 3 people, right? But for most of us, we want group programs of 10, 20, 30 people. And so you need to be working with a larger volume of leads or a larger volume of potential clients. And if you're just starting out, you just really don't have that volume on your side. So it's so much easier to enroll one-to-one and then really focus on maxing out all of your one-to-one spots. And for each of you, it's going to look different. For me, it was like once I hit 11, I'm like, ooh, this is a lot. That's when I shifted to my group program, or I offer both the one-to-one and then group program. Okay. But once you hit that 100K, now you can start diversifying. So for instance, now, and here's the thing, you can start mapping it out sooner. You don't have to wait till you hit 100K to map it out. In fact, in the process practitioner program, and even when I'm working with one-to-one in the Quantum Leap experience, we map out your entire offer suite. Even in my VIP days, now that I mention it, we map out your entire, I say we, so in the process practitioner program is Dr. Orlandis and myself. If you're in the Quantum Leap experience or just doing a VIP day with me, then I help you literally map out your entire offer suite so that when you get to that 100K, you already know what the next step is. Okay. And so, for instance, in the process practitioner program, going back to that, we help you develop like just a offer a root cause blood work analysis, charging anywhere from $400, $600 for that. Okay. That's something very simple. But it's really a lead in or feeder into your larger programs or offers. Right. So you end up having the root cause blood work analysis around $400 to $600 or so. You can have like a mid-tier program around the 3 to 6 month mark, typically priced around $3K to $6K, just depending on what all's included, right? You've got your kind of a higher ticket program, right? That's 6 to 12 months, usually priced somewhere around, again, give or take 6 to 12,000. And then of course you can, or even I say 6 to 12. Again, my 12-month program is actually 24,000. Okay, so you can definitely go, up into the 20s. Again, depending on how it is that you want to work with your clients, the level of proximity, what all is included, that type of thing. And again, we help you develop that out. And then you could also have, again, as part of your entire offer suite, yes, courses, if that's something you want to do. It's like standalone courses, digital products, that type of thing. But then also ultra high ticket programs. Maybe you want to do corporate wellness. And then in that space, you're looking at 50K to 100K plus. So you want to have a fully developed out offer suite. Well, most of you will. Some of you might just want to just have, okay, one-on-one, that's all I want. That's cool. Actually, I thought initially I just wanted to do one-to-one work. I love working with clients one-to-one, but that shifted. And so as your experience shifts, as your confidence increases, as your mastery, as you start to master one-to-one, you might discover that things shift for you, things change, and that's all good. So having a comprehensive offer suite, $1 million offer suite, as I like to call it, so that you can scale beyond just one-to-one, because you can only grow one-to-one so far, right? Because you're going to run out of time. You're going to run out of one-to-one slots on your calendar. So then it makes sense to shift to a one-to-many model, right? And it makes sense to go to a mastermind. It makes sense to shift to have other options, okay, to maximize your time. So if you didn't learn anything from this episode today, you learned one offer, one way, all the way to 100K. Okay. All right. That being said, you guys, I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear your feedback. You guys drop me, I'm Charyse Williams on all socials. Send me a DM. Let me know your thoughts. I always love getting DMs from people that say, what, I listened to the podcast. I hadn't thought about it this way. Or what about this? What about this? I was thinking that I can do X, Y, and Z. Shoot that to me, you guys, in a DM. I eat that stuff up. Okay. So that being said, I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, I'll see you next time on the Charyse Williams Show. Bye for now.